Thursday morning training. The Wanderers are preparing for a trip away to Boreham Wood. And as a couple of games have passed since the Macclesfield debacle, we're going to need to catch you up on a few things here. We'll let Mark lead the way on that.
Right. Quick summary of fucking the other night. Don't wind up the away fans till the whistle goes. That's the number one tip for me.
Mark's referring to a midweek trip to Dagenham and Redbridge, a club with an owner that's not too keen on cameras apparently, although we did happen to be shooting on an iPhone when Dorking got a last-minute penalty that offered them the chance to level the score at 1-1. Now, we must point out that nobody in the Dagenham crowd around me had given the bench any stick, so it's fair to say this celebration was a little uncalled for, and worse still, there was another 3 minutes to go, which is when this happened.
Back header from Eastman goes right through.
Suffice to say, the crowd around me went ballistic, and I didn't have the balls to get my phone out and film it.
No, listen, ultimately, like over the years with all the sort of successes, it doesn't matter what level of football you play at, even in the National South, you know, you sort of have about 5 or 6 moments you have to stack up in the back of your head for when you have better times. And it does, I know it sounds, and it's not my style as you know, horrifically cheesy, but ultimately it is them little fucking tough moments that build a bit of character that make you enjoy the next good moment more. That is ultimately how it is. You take the fundamental learns out of it. You know, if I could do it again, and next time we do it, I should have remembered, make someone stand, you're allowed to stand 2 yards from the thrower. In that situation, next time, we'll remember that and we'll get someone to stand 2 yards away, try and, you know, put him off. I don't expect you to remember that in the heat of battle, that sort of thing, but they're fine margins next time. You'll go, hold on a minute, you go and stand right by the thrower, put him off, you know, whatever you're allowed to do. Have you ever seen, we've had a lot of bad luck this year, right? That's how it is. And I think you make your own good luck, and there's lots we've got to work on fundamentally, yeah, there really is, and we will. But have you ever seen so many teams celebrate winning games like I do against us? I remember Rochdale, I remember all these clubs all season, like they beat us. And it's like, fucking, it's like they've just won the league or they've just got to the, you know, people really celebrate beating us. They really, and I fucking love that. I love that. And at some point, we'll get ahead of steam and we'll flatten people and it'll all click for us and we'll be back. And that is what you have to work towards. That's what you have to work towards. That's just how it works, yeah? That is just how it works. So I'm absolutely fine with that the other night. I'm picking a team out of who switched on. I'm absolutely promise you that now. And then looking forward to next bit of success. That's where I'm at, right? Good stuff.
Boreham Wood, a town in the south of Hertfordshire that lies along the London commuter belt. It's an area most famous for providing a home to Elstree Studios, where such classics as The Dam Busters, 2001: A Space Odyssey, Star Wars and Love Island After Sun was shot. As far as the football club is concerned, Boreham Wood FC were founded in 1948 after a merger between Boreham Wood Rovers and Royal Retournez. Boreham Wood bounced around steps 3 and 4 of the non-league pyramid for 60 years, eventually landing in what is now the National League South in 2010. They made it up to step 1 5 years later, and they've been there ever since, peppering their seasons with some impressive FA Cup runs, even making it as far as the 5th round in 2022, eventually losing to Everton. In their 9 years stay in the National League, they would have made it into the playoffs 3 times, losing to Notts County last season. That means this is a club that's mostly looking up and not down, even if they are balancing a little precariously in the bottom half of the table right now. Dorking, meanwhile, are hoping to forget about their midweek heartbreak away to Dagenham, where a last-minute winner cost them a point. Instead, they wish to channel the positivity felt in their 1-0 win over Gateshead that came courtesy of Charlie Carter's first Wanderers goal. For Mark knows that a win here will send the Wanderers up a few spots in the table, and thoughts of a relegation fight can be assuaged for the time being.
Not that worried about us I'll talk to you before we go out about how much I want to win. I'm happy for you to be relaxed right now. When we warm up, I want us to be increasingly good and sharp, yeah? Make sure the warm-up's great, high standards, professional standards, yeah? So we can bounce up 3-4 places today. That's what will happen at some point. We'll bounce up 3-4 places. That is the aim. We'll worry about the war cry later. Just get the tactics right for now. I think the name of this game today is to defend their front boys. Less emphasis on the +1 that we'll have, because we will have a big +1. More emphasis on defending their front boys. We've got a lot of attacking threats playing today. I think Blair's directness on his good side against this number 3 would be very dangerous. Alfie and Jason playing together in this game would be dangerous. Charlie and them pockets would be dangerous. I think we've got loads of goals in us centrally where the space is, yeah? So I think for me, it's about wing backs, in particular your side, because he's their best player by a mile, right? So if he plays out there, and I'll know when I see the team sheet, it's as much making sure that he don't have a good game as it is you having a good game. But what I would say is he don't defend. So you can very easily, on the ball, he'll just jog next to you. He's a high winger, basically. He's not a wing back, right? Which is why he put him in the pocket to come back the other day, right? He put him behind the strikers, okay? And listen, I've told you the factory setting. Back threes loose, into 10s, open out, high forward movements, lock up the whole time. Don't get past the game. Yeah, I've told you that. However, in open play, if it's tight and it's messy, pass back into the +1. Understand? Because they won't have a press. They'll 100% not have a press in open play. They'll stay with their men. Yeah? So you'll find it really easy. Seb might think, fuck me, I've ended up with the ball. It's tight as fuck. Yeah? And the easiest thing on the pitch to do will be able to get a 2v1 on the other side. Because they'll all be man marking. Yeah? And Seb can just go straight back into fucking Hayden. And I pretty much, whether we use Harrison or not, we'll be able to go out the other side pretty quick. So Notts County, play back into it if it's tight. If not, play forward into 10s and do what I said. Got it? Yeah? 2-3 places up in the league. A whole week to think about a good win and to build on it, okay? Good stuff. Probably doing an extra sort of 30-40% of work that maybe was being done elsewhere, and I'm just doing it myself and being absolutely certain of what we're doing and why we're doing it, which is what I've always done, really. But obviously, a really tough game, though, Rich. You know, it's so easy in this league to think, well, blimey, they're on the same points as us, or this is Boreham Wood, 5th round of the FA Cup 2 years ago, fully pro side, notoriously decent, and it's away from home, hard places to go. But we've had a few this year we've done well at. I want this to be another one.
I think that, you know, Danny's aspiration obviously is to get into the Football League. I think it's possible. You'd have to ask somebody who's probably a bit more knowledgeable about football than me to know when that could be. I mean, every fan would want it to be next season. Maybe it could have been last season, you know, when we were so close against Notts County.
I think they belong at this level of football because of the fact that they're a small club and their budget's very small. So they always punch you, I think, above their weight, season upon season.
The current chairman, has produced his own luck to get them where they are.
The excitement of last season, making it through to the semi-final with not against Notts County. This is the after effects. The expectation here is now a lot higher than what it probably should be.
Oh, I think we were going to go good run in the cup, do well in the league, but it hasn't happened.
So the last 6 or 7 years have been fantastic. This year has been, I'm not going to say a disappointment, because if you follow a team for 70 years, you have to appreciate, you're only going to appreciate the good times when you've been through the bad times.
When they've done so well over the last couple of years, you obviously have high expectations, so they're perhaps underperforming, but I think they're around the corner now, and hopefully they'll push on and see how we get on in the future games that are left.
I personally think we play really good football. I think you'll see the pitch, we've got a lovely pitch here, and the players will play the ball on the ground a lot rather than the high balls all the time. When the ball's played on the ground, you'll see an interesting game.
I'm right, mate, yeah. I like that jacket. Where's that from?
This is Uniqlo. This is some fucking, it's about 20 quid, dude.
Fucking love that.
No money. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm right, mate. Yeah, not too
Lovely,
bad, yeah. Once I get them all together week in, week out, they'll start to creep up a bit. At that stage, they're probably 80% of what they could be.
Yeah. All right, though.
Yes, mate, very good. I might have to cut, I'm probably going to give you a shout to, I want to do more time next year, but I'm not sure how much more time. Yeah. So I might say to you, if I had a day on, where do you think it should be?
What do you do at the minute?
Tuesday, Thursday mornings.
Days.
Eh?
You do days, Tuesday, Thursday days?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
I'd say Monday.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So you've got the recovery or the prep for the Tuesday.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
I think on Monday. Nice little hybrid, 3 mornings. You do overnights?
Yeah. Started to.
You've got the Friday anyway.
Every time we've done exactly. Every time, exactly that. We've done all right away from home. One of the reasons was we've been doing the overnights this year. We didn't last year. Do you know what I mean? Come on, son. You're back now, mate. You're back now. 6-7 games now. You're back, mate, all day. Headers, yeah. Proper ones. Burn. We need them struck in. And we've got some players who can strike balls in. Want to avoid a game if at any point, for whatever reason, Jay, if the game starts getting toned, I can hear me. If the game starts getting like scrappy, we've got to get the ball on the deck. They want the game to be scrappy in the air. Get the ball down, boys. Every time you get a dead ball, lads, it's a chance to score here, like when we got the winner down at our place. Every time. If it's there to play, then whip it in the box. Key messages here, lads, shots off all over. Get shots off. Defensively, you've got an extra man. So when your mate goes in with the bloke he's marking, tell him to put a foot in. Don't let him turn. Take your mind back to controlling Oldham Athletic at their place, controlling Halifax at their place, in the orange kit, away from home, like a proper pro side. We've done it this year, all season. We'll do it again today, okay? Come on.
OK, now hit the link that's on the screen. If I have indeed remembered to link to this properly, you can click on the match and watch what happens between Boreham Wood and Dorking Wanderers. Could work for Sky.